Okay, so I should be live again. And let's see. Let me go and open up another YouTube channel to see if I still have the lag thingamajiggy. Paul is live. Paul is live, part two. Coming up. Nope. Nope. No lag. No lag. In sync now. Oh, I am right on YouTube. YouTube live. No fancy schmancy programs or anything. YouTube live. So there it is. So, like I was saying, everyone, um, being here, I've been able to get. Hello, Virginia. How are you? I was getting a lot of stuff done, trying to get a lot of sales going and stuff like that. So I was trying a lot of different things, and I 2 weeks ago, when Sandy left, actually 2 weeks ago, I started to try out eBay auctions again. Hello, Barbara. Welcome back. I haven't done an eBay auction in probably a couple of years. So I wanted to give it a shot for stuff that hadn't sold in 6 months. I don't like to keep anything longer than 6 months in my eBay store. So I put the stuff out and I lowered the price. Maddie, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. Did you hear this, Maddie? Okay. Sorry about that. So hey, Swan Picker, how are you? So I wanted to try out auctions again. I listed some stuff for first. I did 7-day auction. Then I tried a couple on 5-day auction. I wanted to do a couple on a 3-day auction, but they charge you $1 a piece, which I thought was crazy. So I did, I think, 100 pieces at a 7-day auction and 60 something pieces at a 5-day auction. And a lot of them sold. Actually, the other day when they ended, I had to ship 55 pieces, and I'm still have 17 that are waiting to be paid for. So it definitely did work out. So after those ended, I relisted the stuff again that did not sell. And it blows my mind because if I had something in the store for 25 bucks, I would have started it. I think there's a couple examples that I started them at $9.99. There's some stuff I started at 99 cents. Some things I started at $99, $50. I had a couple items that I had listed in the store for $30. Started them at $9.99. They sold for like $36 and $42. It's like it's been in my store for 6 months for 30 something. Why didn't you buy it then? I don't care. I'm glad you bought it now. But it's crazy that stuff like that happens. So I think I got 100 auctions now. Some of them are ending tonight, and some of them are ending in another 3 days. So I'm going to keep going with some auctions and try that. But yeah, I've been working the gamut, trying everything. I put stuff back on Macari again. Doing my best to stay away from Amazon. I'm not going to do Poshmark. There's too many bad stories happening around Poshmark. So I'm staying away from them as much as possible. But I think eBay, between eBay and Macari, those will be, and then I'll get my own website back up and running again. I didn't like the other company that had it, with Square Point, I think it was. So I didn't renew it for this year. But auctions are, yeah, I mean, people talk about auctions being dead. eBay auctions are awful. They're trying to get rid of them. I think they're decent. I think they're good still. Um, Especially for me, like I said, I don't like things hanging in my store for over 6 months, and those are the things I put on auction. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a YouTube sale probably within another week, and I'm going to do some box lots. So I'll do like a whole box of toys, a whole box of DVDs, a whole. Now, this is one thing. Maybe you people in the chat can help me. I know there's not a lot of you in here. If I did a box of video game consoles, do you think it's worth doing a box of consoles or just one console at a time? Like, is it worth doing Xbox, regular Xbox One, with a PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 3? Or is it just worth doing consoles by themselves? And then it's the same thing with controllers. Do you do controllers by themselves? Do you just do them in a lot? Like a Wii, would you buy a box of consoles that had a Wii, two Xbox, an Xbox One, a PlayStation 3, a PlayStation 2, and possibly a GameCube? Would you buy a box like that? If it started at like $100, I would sell them per console with games to go with them. I don't have any. I don't think I have any GameCube games left. I saw on my last sale, I sold a ton of um, loose games. Well, single games. Excuse me. Are they all complete? No, not all of them, Landshark. Some have the power cables and such, and a couple don't. For the most part, they are, but some don't. And then I'm thinking of doing a toy box. Like, I have that Castle Grayskull, so I'm thinking of doing that. And in here, there's a G.I. Joe tank. There is, well, how come I can't point? There's some 3 original Masters of the Universe toys. There's some original Transformers. I'll put some action figures in there. So I'll do like a whole toy box like that. Swamp, buy later. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Swamp. Thanks for coming in. I would buy a box of consoles, yes, so I could break it up and sell them. I spy some plush kisses. Yeah, I have 2 of those left. Those were in the antique mall. So I do have those 2 left. So I'm thinking, what's the best way to do it? Because I'm just trying to get rid of a lot of stuff. Because I'm like everybody else. I got stuff I bought that's just been in bags and boxes, and I haven't touched in a year. So I want to move it out. Now that I got the car out of one part of the garage, if I wanted to buy a pallet or 2 or 3 or 4, I can do that because now I have room. So things like that, because I'm going to be here until June, July, from what we're thinking. Yes, I know you just delivered it. So there's things like that. I might have a whole box of Disney, and I'm going to I'm going to do a video on prospective boxes. But I don't know the way to do it on consoles. And then I bought out a theater that went out of business. The guy collected a lot of movie posters from the last 10, 20 years. So I bought his collection not too long ago, and those are in the garage in another bay. So Jerry says, do some mystery tubes. Put like 10 posters in a tube, show one poster, and do mystery tubes. So I might do that. Um, that's another thing I'm waiting to come in is I bought some tubes, shipping tubes. But that's about it. Just working, 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 trying to make a buck, trying to stay ahead, you know. I think I have one. I got it from you. You probably did, Iris. Probably did. So, anybody here that's still here? Anybody in the path of this potential blizzard? Oh boy, I better be able to stay awake. Okay, mic's still on. I wish I'm in Nevada. Oh, that's right, Nevada. So, what's the temperature there, Iris? Oh, now that's interesting, Iris. Even on, because on here, on when you're live on YouTube, you cannot invite anybody in. Hello, Cheryl. Hello and good night. Hello. Good night. But in OBS, I wonder if you can invite anybody in on the panel. And I think, no, I'm back. That's interesting. It's 48 degrees. Wow. Hmm. That's the only drawback I can see about these. If you want to have people in with you, how do you do that? See, my friend does it, but he has people on the panel with him. He has OBS and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras and the phone. So if somebody calls up, they can be live too. But they're all in the same room. Hey, Pam. How are you? Good evening, Pam. But I don't know. I don't think it can be done for someone that's not, doesn't have their camera hooked up to your computer. I don't think you can have them in the same stream as yours. Got to look into that. Have to look into that. Yeah, first time in a while. I was on a little while ago on OBS and the system was lagging. So I went live YouTube to, I'm going to have to adjust the settings again. But I'm awake. I have to wait another hour or so. I have to pick up Sandy at the airport. So yeah, they're expecting some heavy stuff tomorrow. They claim, I guess she's doing well, Pam. She boarded the flight. She'll be here at 10 o'clock. And then Maddie and I will go to the airport and pick her up. but well as can be expected, I would imagine. She called me yesterday. My car was delivered, which is nice. And they got it in the garage. So when the snow comes, it won't be snowed under. It'll be in the nice, cozy garage. And it's a good thing she left tonight, because I'm sure if it was tomorrow, they would have had flights canceled. I can imagine that now. Flights canceled everywhere because of that storm. It's on the whole East Coast. Whew. Man, I better stay awake. She made it just in time. Yes. Yep. I told her this afternoon, early this afternoon, I said, well, it's like 68 here or whatever, 66. I said, but by the time you come in at 10 o'clock, it's supposed to be down to 30 or 38. And then this weekend for us, it's supposed to be in the high 20s, which is nuts. First time in 4 years, they said in Florida, this cold. So thanks everybody for coming in. Don't forget, because I'm still giving away stuff to celebrate 15 years on YouTube coming up. Just put a comment in any of my latest videos, because you never know what video I'll have the prize thing grab comments from. So I know I've had people comment on a lot of the old videos, but just put a comment in anything. I don't care, anything. Questions, whatever, I'll answer them. Just give me a day. But that's how I'm going to give away some prizes, just to people like that, because that's what I want to do. That's what most of this stuff has been, donations and stuff from companies and things like that to give away. I mean, I see a lot of people do, oh, my 1 year anniversary, my 2 years anniversary. And it's, when I looked, it's like, damn, 15 years. Holy crap. Long time. I wish I had kept it going. You know, I should have just kept it going. It would have been great. But it wasn't popular that much like it is today. That's for sure. So what's everybody else working on? What's everybody else doing? Friday night. I started on YouTube 2017, but only started making vids 6 months ago. Yeah, I think Myra showed one of my very, very early videos on her stream once. She said, "Look what I found." I said, "Yeah, they're out there. They're definitely out there." But okay, I'm gonna cut it here. I got some things that I know I'm gonna make some notes here, things I have to work on for OBS. So it's gonna take me some more videos to train with and find out why the voice and the video were behind processing, I'm sure. And there's more of a lag on OBS than there is now on YouTube Live. It is 25 freezing degrees here. I think you took PA weather with you. Bama, hey, how are you? Never fails. Every time I say, all right, I'm going to end it here, people come in. It's all right. I don't mind. So Bama, what have you been watching? I have been watching a ton of different stuff. Not the shows, but all the best ofs parts of the shows. I guess pay-per-views tomorrow, right? Mm. I just told my son about you and wanting to talk wrestling. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Ryan, how are you? Yeah, Bama, I've been watching on YouTube a lot of the old stuff, like from the 70s. A lot of the old stuff. I've been watching a lot of the Dallas stuff because in 76, we went to a wrestling convention there at the Sportatorium. And that's where we met a lot of the guys, Fritz von Erich and Ox Baker and Brody and all those guys. Um, so I was watching some of those old matches and things like that. Good times back then, really good times. But yeah, I have to find out why my OBS was acting like it was acting. Still moving out of Florida. Yes, Ryan. Um, we were back home in New Hampshire, staying with my son for the holidays. And Christmas Day, I fell down his stairs and racked up my leg really bad. Um, so then we went home the Wednesday after that, just before New Year's Eve. I didn't go to the hospital up there. I waited until I got home here and waited to talk to my doctor. And then we had a death in the family. So Sandy had to fly back home. She's on the flight going home. I'm in the doctor's place getting x-rays, and he put me on steroids, and I just finished the second round um, the other day, and now Sandy's on her way back tonight. So it's been a difficult beginning of the year. I can say that much. It has been a really rotten way to start the year. And can you believe it? It's going to be February next week already. It's crazy. Crazy that goes by so fast. I'm going to DM you my son's Instagram. He's looking for someone to talk with. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Um, I was on a little while ago. I was on OBS, my OBS system, and having some lagging problems with it. So I got to adjust the settings on that or find out what settings I changed. Because now, um, hey, it's like a wrestling he is like a wrestling encyclopedia. Bad start, but hopefully it gets better. Yeah, I'm hoping it gets better. Um, Forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah. I'm hoping that my OBS, because I set it up where when I'm doing this live, it should also go to Facebook, two or three of my Facebook pages, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. I'm trying to get it set up for all of them to do it at the same time. And then, of course, I'm on what's it called again? Because it should be automatic. Odyssey. Yeah, a lot of people now are talking about Odyssey because if you go in the description, it says joining, follow me on Odyssey. Anytime you go live on YouTube, it automatically copies everything over to Odyssey because Odyssey is not regulated like YouTube is. And I'm wondering if I play music on and just broadcast on Odyssey, will they give me copyright strikes? And I don't think they will. But YouTube is getting too crazy lately with that stuff. So that's why a lot of people are getting away from it, because it's not supposed to do anything commercial on it. You're not supposed to do no commercial anything on YouTube. And I think they're going to start cracking down on that. So that's why a lot of people are looking to go on different. I got it, Bama. That's why a lot of people are thinking of going on different platforms now, especially if you want to talk politics. I don't talk politics, and the YouTube shut you off if they don't like what you're saying about president or somebody. And I don't think anybody should be talking bad about the president or whoever holds that office. But they do. So hey, I'm gonna cut it out here, and thanks for checking it out. Thanks for coming in and talking a little bit. I appreciate it. I will have a firm schedule. Hopefully, I'll be working on it this weekend. I got to talk to Sandy a lot about what's going on, and I'll have a new schedule up. Have you tried Whatnot? Yeah, I think I did. Whatnot, Parlor, um, boy, Odyssey is the latest. Um, Parlor. I mean, must have 5 of them on here. Every time my buddy falls across one, he sends it to me because my buddy's channel was taken off of YouTube. Um, because he sells tobacco. He's a smoke shop. Even though he didn't sell it, because he's related and owns the smoke shop, they considered it commercial post. So they didn't like that. They shut him off like permanently. I'm glad to see you live today. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of weeks, Iris. Very, very rough. I'm going to call it January because it's the 28th already. I did get it, Bama. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's the other thing you can't do. You can't highlight people's chat. Huh. A lot of different things, a lot of nuances you have to look at. So anyway, thanks everybody for coming in. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're registered with me to buy at my auctions, because I will be doing an email. And like I said, if you go into the description of the video, all this stuff is there, how to register, Odyssey, which is free, anything like that. And make a comment, because that's how I am going to do the prizes for my 15th anniversary on YouTube. So thank you everybody for coming in, and stay warm and stay safe. Bye-bye.